Ducklings, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that lovely brutal OST as we returned. We returned with the grand finals, also grand finales here of the PiGosaur Cup number 71. We have our top two players and a twist of fate here. In my mind, coming into this tournament, I was getting ready for a Clem versus Hero showdown in the finals, but no. We instead have two very different Terran and Protoss players. Still a TVP, but a different pairing. Let's go. Let us go. Spawning in the top right hand corner of Washout, we have the Danish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Terran player. We have the Teal Terran representing Shopify. It is ByuN. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. Let's go. Let us go. I don't know what music we're hearing. that was the brutal OST, but I know there's some like orchestral intermixed like styles of music in there as well. It's beautiful though, very nostalgic. But here we go, we're jumping on in. Double gas, oh, for the first time in tonight's broadcast, double gas opener from the Terran player from ByuN, going for a faster factory, going for a delayed CC. Okay, now if you're out there and if you happen to watch ByuN vs Clem, I would love to know what happened in that series. My assumption, because it was so fast, is that there was a lot of aggression, a lot of all-ins. We did at least get confirmation that the final game was ByuN going for an all-in, so that's kind of how I assume the series went. And that's how I would assume this series will go as well. Welcome to Washout. Washout is a different map. It is an older TLMC map from the previous Team Liquid map contest. Again, TLMC, Team Liquid map contest, is potentially on the horizon, so players are testing out some of these maps, and it looks like this map may be resubmitted. Might be. Hard to really say whether it gets resubmitted or not. Has some unique features. We mentioned it earlier, but these towers can be knocked down, and every pairing of gold patches is next to a tower that can destroy them. So this tower here can knock down these gold patches, these towers here can knock down these patches, these towers here can knock down these patches as well, etc. So again, it's a bit of a unique feature here where we have gold bases potentially at the 4th location or at a 5th location, but they're also a little bit vulnerable. Likewise, we have some mineral patches to open up some attack paths in a longer later game, but we have yet to experience the late game. Like honestly, like these features and these factors, they apply to late game. We haven't gotten there yet though in these games. Oh my god, as MaxPax opens up Stargate. Bold move. Stargate opener out of MaxPax. Okay, now typically Stargate openers are reserved for larger maps. Does this count? Maybe. I guess so. I mean, again, the rush distance on this map is longer than Ruby Rock and Tourmaline, so maybe MaxPax feels a little bit safer to go for this. Traditionally, Stargate openers are very, very vulnerable to all-ins. They're very vulnerable to all-ins. So if ByuN were to commit to something, then he'd be in danger. For now, though, Phoenix opener and MaxPax is going to be vying for map control. Let's go. Otherwise, we're calming down. Remember, it was the double gas opener. We do have the earlier Cyclone going straight into tank production. Interesting. There's no add-on swap into Banshee, no add-on swap into Raven, and there's no second Cyclone. As ByuN, he's marauding around the map. I remember ByuN, he's currently unaware as a tech of choice. There was no SCV scout further into the main base, so ByuN is playing blind. MaxPax saw the Cyclone. He's aware of the first Cyclone, and ByuN's going for an early push. He's going for the early tank drop. So he's waiting for the tank, waiting for the medevac. He'll move across the map. Hyper aggression out of ByuN early on. What is there to defend, and does MaxPax confirm this? So far, MaxPax hasn't gotten across the map. He is building up to 3 Phoenixes. These Phoenixes can lift the tank, and without Stim, is it going to take too long for the Marines to kill the Phoenixes? That's the thing I'm worried about here. I mean, with the Cyclone, true. The Cyclone's going to be a big factor when it comes to focusing on the Phoenix and saving the tank. Vikings are reinforcing again. ByuN, he's just rallying. He's just rallying everything across the map. It's go time. There's going to be 1 battery to defend. There's going to be 1 Stalker and soon to be 4 Phoenixes. Is there only 1 gateway? There's only 1 gateway. And a bay? Oh, we're so greedy. MaxPax is being so greedy here. He should be punished. Tank getting within range of the pylon. Pylon's going to go down. Thankfully, there's a backup pylon keeping the robo powered. Yeah, the robo is still powered. And the tank is too far back. Ooh, does punish the Stalker. Does punish. Yeah, tank shots going off. Phoenix as they try to threaten the tank. The Immortal's almost out. ByuN, he has to deny the Immortal. Can he deny it? It's going to be close. Yeah, the Robo's going to go down. It's so close here, and the Immortal's denied. Oh my god, the Immortal goes down, and with that, ByuN, he's breaking through. Second gateway does finish, warping in 2 Stalkers at a time. Phoenix as they try to catch the Viking. Ooh, throws 1 Phoenix away. Yeah, 1 Phoenix is thrown away. The boys are being pulled. Desperation stank. Phoenix goes down. 3rd Phoenix as well. And ByuN, looks like he has barely done it. He breaks on through, subsets forward, takes down the final Stalkers. 1 Stalker left. Oh my god. Cyclone barely kites away, saves the Cyclone. GG gets called, and ByuN takes game number 1. Whew, GG. GG, well played. ByuN does take a lead in the series. Winding it back, remember what we said about how risky it is going for a Stargate. Stargate openers are traditionally vulnerable to these all-ins. They're vulnerable to these all-ins, and if you recall, you were theorizing, oh, maybe it's safe. Like, maybe it's safe to go for a greedier build here, to go Stargate on Washout. But ByuN had other plans. ByuN, he committed to the two-base all-in blindly, by the way. I should emphasize, ByuN didn't know there was a Stargate. He was just going for his build. he was just doing ByuN things, didn't know what the hell he was up against, went out across the map, committed, was, I'm sure, happy to see that there were Phoenixes to defend. Remember, there was only 1 gateway. There was only 1 gateway, so we saw that MaxPax can only warp in 1 Stalker at a time, because he was going for a Bay as well on 2 bases. He was being so greedy. If MaxPax bought enough time for the Immortal, maybe he holds. Like, if the Immortal pops out, maybe he holds on there. It would have been close, but maybe that would have been enough. But the Robo was sniped. Robo was sniped. GG, well played. Whew. ByuN takes the lead in the series. Now we're going to be loading into game number 2. Let's go. Let us go. Spawning in the bottom side of Mothership, we have the Danish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the blue Terran player, the South Korean Terran representing Shopify. It is ByuN. Here we go. Now, as we load into Mothership, I would say this is a very large map in the map pool, long rushes to spike ground. If MaxPax wanted to go Stargate, I'd be okay with it. I'd be okay with it here. But because of what's happened so far in the series, and because of what happened against Clem, I mean, remember, MaxPax wasn't watching Clem versus ByuN, it was happening at the same time. He doesn't know what ByuN was doing there, but assuming that ByuN was doing nothing but all-ins, I would say that MaxPax should be playing a little bit more reserved here and go for a safer build. It's difficult because on Mothership, you want to be greedy. Like, you want to be greedy, you want to get a faster 3rd base, you want to take advantage of the size of the map. So I want to say that MaxPax wants to be more economic here, but against ByuN, especially now after game 1, ByuN has kind of set the tone for the series. We got to calm down. We got to calm down, play like against Percival. Like, right? Like, we were praising MaxPax versus Percival because MaxPax, he was being either very safe or he was being aggressive himself. He went 2 games in that series, he went 4 Gatling Stalker. So MaxPax, he was either very safe or hyper aggressive versus Percival. In game 1 against ByuN, MaxPax was greedy, so we should be seeing MaxPax kind of shift gears here. We should be seeing him shift gears and adjust. But we'll see. At the same time, ByuN doesn't have to go for an all-in. This could be, I mean, hey, already, economic opener. Single gas, economic start out of ByuN. ByuN does mix it up. Again, on Mothership, you want to be greedy. You want to be greedy, you want to be economic, and MaxPax confirms the timing of the CC. So MaxPax should be feeling pretty safe, at least really early on. It's like, okay, no early factory, no early shenanigans, we can calm down. Calm down. Behind this, ByuN is going for a reactor follow-up. Interesting. Often we'd see a tech lab into Safety Marauder or tech lab into add-on swap into Cyclone, but here ByuN is, again, cutting corners. He's cutting corners, he's not playing safe. Reaper moves out the scouts. Reaper does find MaxPax. Can he get a probe? Not quite. Yeah, not quite. Yeah, a bit of missed target firing as well. Did accidentally shoot the Nexus instead of the probe. So ByuN has to pull away. And we have the Sentry follow-up. Something that MaxPax was lacking last game was scouting information. This time, early Sentry, early Scout. So again, MaxPax, he's playing safer already. If you can get away with it, you want to skip the Sentry, but MaxPax, who makes the Sentry, moves out with the Hallucination. and he will confirm the follow-up production line. Sees the racks, sees the Widowmine. He's now aware of the Widowmine drop, and he's aware of the starport timing as well. So now in the back of MaxPax's mind, he's aware that Widowmine should be coming his way, and he should be preparing. So mentally, he's already preparing for the Widowmine drop. Likewise, we have a second gateway here in the main base, so 2-gate blink, 3-gate blink, and a robo. This is a very safe build. So 3-gate blink into a robo before expanding. Safe play out of MaxPax. There's no fast Stargate, there's no fast Bay. None of that. And this is where ByuN gets a fast 3rd TC. This is as ByuN opens up with a Widowmine drop into Raven, and we'll see what ByuN can get done. We shall see. Likewise, ByuN hasn't seen the gateway count yet either, so he's not aware of what he's up against. He saw 1 gateway at the natural. He can assume 1 gateway in the main. No 3rd base. Complete. He knows. Yeah, does confirm. Mind drop comes in. Boys be cooled. Oh no! Oh, he pulls the boys! Oh my god, massive connections. That should not have happened. 10 probes go down. Critical damage early on. MaxPax. No. He was meant to be mentally prepared, Pappy, and he should have been. Oh boy. 10 probes go down. MaxPax, he pulled the boys into the Widowmine. He did miscalculate, did not kill the mine in time, and that should not have happened. That is critical damage early on. ByuN could just chill. Let's go. Bunker's on the way. He's getting ready for the counterattack. Tank is getting in position as well. Ay. And ByuN, he can just chill and macro from here. He doesn't have, like, okay, so he has 2 options. Either we just calm down, get a 3rd CC, take a lead, and get further ahead, building up into the mid game, or ByuN can turn this into a 2-base all-in and kill a crippled MaxPax. So there's 2 options. For now, MaxPax does move out. He's going for a late 3rd, so late 3rd expansion from MaxPax. He went for the Temple Archives before expanding as well. Okay, interesting. So again, MaxPax's 3rd base is very late, but he prioritizes Storm. This means that if ByuN goes for a 2-base all-in, Storm will be ready in time to defend. So that's what MaxPax is getting ready for. It also means, though, if ByuN gets a 3rd TC, and if ByuN gets a 3rd TC, then MaxPax will fall further behind because his 3rd is so delayed already. So we're gambling a little bit when it comes to MaxPax, assuming what ByuN will do. For now, slowing down the push. Does try to slow it down. Stim is still on the way. ByuN is posturing. As ByuN does get 3 probe kills across the map. Nicely done. Behind this, I'm still expecting a 3rd CC. Storm is done in 5 seconds. Ooh, tank shots going off. Jesus. High Templar gets spotted. ByuN sees the High Templar. Storm is ready. And again, MaxPax, he should be fine here. He's got his Storms. And where's that 3rd CC? As ByuN is rallying everything across the map. ByuN, he wants to commit the tanks. He gets 1. Yeah, 1 tank goes down. Nice pick up here by MaxPax. High Templar exposed. Storm zones away. Oh, the tank shots. Oh my god. Yeah, another Storm zoning here, but we're running out of Storms. MaxPax, he's in trouble. Despite even getting early Storm, it might not be enough. 1 more Storm. Oh my god, massive connection. Jesus, a lot of Marines go down. They get softened up. Yeah, ByuN hit a clump. Late 3rd CC out of ByuN. Zealots take it into the middle line. SCVs are going down. Nice run by here by MaxPax. But I believe he's out of Storms. The army, oh, I spoke too soon. Another Storm lands. Massive connection, and MaxPax holds. Yeah, MaxPax does hold on. The Storms, they came in clutch. ByuN, he did overcommit on 2 bases. And MaxPax is recovering. He was behind, but now he's catching back up. Again, MaxPax, he took a bit of a gamble. He was assuming that ByuN will commit on 2 bases, and he did. ByuN did commit on 2 bases. ByuN's 3rd base is late. ByuN tried to kill then and there, but because of the early Storm, MaxPax holds. So in the end, it was a good call to make. And that lead that ByuN once had isn't there anymore. So ByuN is losing his lead. MaxPax has gained map control. Again, ByuN had two choices to make, and he went for it. He got the gamba, papi, the gamba. Over to the main. MaxPax moving in. Does break through the bunker. Bunker goes down. Yeah, the bunker full. Storm zones away the army, but there aren't many zealots here. Yeah, zealots are trickling in. Prism has arrived as well. MaxPax, he should be able to defend. But can he break the natural? The boys are being pulled. Gets one of the Archons. Oh, never mind. The juggling. Yeah, juggles the Archons. He does pull back. 17, 18 SCV kills. Critical damage. Massive storm. And again, ByuN had such a strong start this game, but he chose to commit on two bases. Played into MaxPax's hands. And we have a series. We have a back and forth. We could have seen a 2-0 lead for ByuN, but GG gets called and MaxPax ties up the series 1-1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, in the end, it was, I mean, risks were taken from both players here, but MaxPax had a brutal start. A brutal start to the game. Lost so many workers. Lost 13 probes throughout the early game, but was able to recover, bounce back. Thankfully, he was able to read ByuN well. He was assuming that ByuN would commit on two bases to kill him, so he got away, and it paid off going into early storm. Rushing into early storm there was enough to hold, to survive, to win the fight as well, and to snowball out of control and even counterattack and kill ByuN. The third base for ByuN was an afterthought. He was committed on two bases, two base all in essentially from ByuN. If he had pulled the boys and committed a little bit harder, then maybe that would have worked, but GG. GG, well played. As we're getting into game number 3. Here we go. Oh, but here we go. We're getting into our next game. We're building up into game number 3 and spawning in the top right-hand corner. Top right-hand corner here of Tourmaline, we have the Danish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Storm Gaming, tying up the series. Tying us up here and having a back and forth. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing Shopify. It is ByuN. Hello. What's going on? As we're on Tourmaline. Tourmaline is a very small map of the map pool. Short rush distance by ground. Aggression is favored here, and ByuN opens up with the proxy. Oh boy. Okay, the Rax has been thrown down. Gas is being taken, so this is not like a marine bunker rush or anything like that. I believe this should be out of vision. Oh, shut. ByuN misplaced. Misplaced Rax. It's within vision here of the main scouting path. ByuN. No. No. Yeah, just too close to the edge. Too close to the left-hand side. Feels bad, man. We have one Rax back at... Sorry, it's just the one Rax. It's just the one Rax. Another boy is here. Can he even deny the Rax itself? That's just game, by the way. That is... Oh, the SCV! The SCV is getting so low. Oh, no. Can he get in? Kills the SCV. GG gets called. That is game. And MaxPax takes a 2-1 lead in the series. GG. ByuN. Yeah, the proxy was misplaced. The proxy was misplaced. Again, there was no fancy scouting out of MaxPax, and it is standard to probe scout. ByuN, he was 1 pixel too far to the left. 1 pixel too far to the left when it comes to the placement of that Rax. And because of that, just a standard scout sees it. GG. God, ByuN. God damn it. GG, well played. With that, MaxPax is now 1 game away from claiming the series. Una más. 1 more game. I'm shaking my head, ByuN. I'm shaking. God damn it. That tells me that either ByuN was just freestyling with the location, or it was just like barely misplaced by 1 pixel. But yeah. SMH my head. Here we go. We're getting into game number 4. Potentially the final game of the series. Potentially, I would want a game 5. Regardless of who wins, I want an ace match. I want us to go the distance and have it back and forth. But the pressure is on ByuN. Pressure is on. Let's go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Storm Surge, we have the Danish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. Leading the series 2-1, and again, one game away from claiming the series and becoming our champion this week. Meanwhile, spawning in the right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player. We have the Teal Terran representing Shopify. Down in the series, he has to win this game to force the ace match. It is ByuN. Let's go. Let us go. And welcome to Storm Surge. Storm Surge is another one of the previous Steel MC maps. One of the biggest features of this map, if you recall, was this area here in between the bases. So basically you have your natural, you have your third base. There is this big area in between the expansions, which can be abused by this location here. You can siege up tanks, you can get within range of not just this area in between the bases, but also the nexus or the building itself. I believe they did change some, I believe they did extend this edge. Previously, I believe there was space here to siege up 2 tanks. I think you can siege up 2 tanks within range of the expansion. And there was like a nice little alcove for them. But I believe they did extend this area to make sure tanks are not going to be able to be there. But I still think tanks can siege up on the low ground and get within range of the base. Like, I still think that's possible. It's just they're a little bit more open. We'll have to check once again if this gets resubmitted. But yeah, that was one of the wilder kind of aspects of this map. For now though, double gas opener. ByuN is going for a Rax into factory. No proxy this time. No proxy, no shenanigans. Meanwhile, Gate, Cyber, expand out of MaxPax. We're settling in. ByuN's looks really good recently. Actually, this past month he has, but no tournament with Max in it. I don't think that's true, right? Didn't ByuN beat MaxPax? Let's have a look here. Was it like 2 weeks ago? Hold on, because I remember posting the tournament results. Let's have a look. View profile. Because I remember it was 2 weeks ago that ByuN was in every single finals, right? Yeah. In What Is TV Monday? What Is TV Monday number 74? ByuN, he played against MaxPax in the finals of that event. And in Monday Night Weekly, ByuN, he also went to the finals against MaxPax, but he did lose both times. No, sorry, yeah, he did lose both times. It was Percival that beat MaxPax. But ByuN did take maps. That was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. But I agree, ByuN, he's been grinding a lot. He has been improving. It was on Monday Night Weekly 40 and Woody TV Monday number 74. But here we go. Here we go. As MaxPax does open up, going for his initial 3-gate blink. No robo yet, so we're not seeing an overly safe build here by MaxPax. MaxPax does cut a corner. So he does cut a corner, he does delay his robo. Mind Drop comes in. This time MaxPax does react in time. Oh, does lose a Stalker, so not a bad pick off here by ByuN, saving the Widowmine as well. Shouldn't save both. It does not save both, so 3 probes and a Stalker, better trade for ByuN. He does escape with the medevac. At the same time, he's not done. He's going to be following this up with Raven Harass. Gets spotted by the hallucination, as Raven does move out. Behind this, ByuN, he's macroing up, going for the add-on swap, going to stim and tank production. This is the most standard setup that we've seen so far this series out of ByuN. So if, hey, we're going to go into a macro game, this could be it. This could be it. Likewise, MaxPax going for the robo after the expansion, and MaxPax will not be punished for this. So delayed robo. This could be dangerous, for example, if ByuN went into Cloak Banshee. If he went into Cloak Banshee, then the Observer would be late and damage could be done here. Likewise, if ByuN went for a 2-base all-in, then Immortal production would also be delayed as well. But there's no aggression, right? There's no aggression, no shenanigans. MaxPax is fine. Huge nostalgia favorite for sure, for sure. Like ByuN, because I despite him playing against MaxPax recently, he has been doing really well as of late. Yes, ByuN. As MaxPax is going to be getting into his own bay, gateway explosion, getting to charge, and building up into the mid game. So is ByuN. Now, the next big sign that we're looking for here is either a pair of extra Raxes or a third CC. Technically, ByuN could still commit on 2 bases here. Like, he can still go for an all-in. As he's pulling his army together. Stim is going to be done in time for the move out. So here comes ByuN. And again, let's not forget, ByuN, he just 3-0'd Clem in this tournament. And Clem is, unironically, one of the best Protoss players in the world in PvT. Clem is up there. I feel like there was a time last year where he was like top 2 Protoss in PvT. Like, it was crazy. But here we go. Nice force fields. He looks down the tank. No, the tank gets knocked down. Army sims in. No battery. Okay, there's no shield battery. There's no safety immortals. ByuN, he's getting within range of the third base. Tank is within range. Stalker comes over behind, gets shut down. And can MaxPax get on top of the tank? One more volley. He gets it. Tank goes down. And here comes a Colossus. Yeah, MaxPax and Colossus is on the way. Can ByuN break down the expansion before that happens? Dancing with the army. MaxPax just buying time. Colossus has arrived, and MaxPax holds. Yeah, he does defend. He does hold on. Did bleed out 12 probes in the process. A lot of workers did go down. The Raven popping up here at the natural. Nice economic damage, but what's scary here is that this third base is very late for ByuN. Yeah, late third expansion. On the one hand, ByuN kills 14 probes. True. Kills 14 workers. Does even up the worker counts, but MaxPax, he can make 3 probes at a time. I will say, if it wasn't for this economic damage, ByuN would be dead. Like, it'd be rough for ByuN. But killing 14 probes means he's in this. ByuN, he's in this. And he's still being active. Dropping back in. Denying more mining. And ByuN does have that army lead. He's pushing out. Again, before MaxPax stabilizes, ByuN can still break through. Can he do it? Forcing a recall. Does force a recall. The entire army responds here to the double drop. Remember, the Observer got sniped, and MaxPax doesn't see the main army. And can he get the expansion? He's stepping in. Can he get it? If it goes down, I mean, he's going for it. He's going for it. It looks like he will kill the expansion. The third base does fall. Massive pickup. And ByuN just has to back up. Just has to calm down. Respect the Colossus. ByuN pulls away. 9 more probe kills. MaxPax is being torn apart. He's being torn apart, Bappy. Yeah, no economy, no third base. My concern was if this third base survived, MaxPax would recover, but not anymore. There's no third. And suddenly ByuN is up and he's ahead. ByuN is ahead in economy. He has a third base. Soon to be a third orbital. MaxPax, again, he has to move out. He's pressured to push. I was gonna say he's desperate, but I've said that too much today. Like, it's said it too much back. This MaxPax does rotate. Again, essentially being forced all in. Nice bait. Base out the mine shots. MaxPax committing forward. Not 10 more probes go down. He's completely all in, by the way. MaxPax, he's not expending. He can't afford it. He has to win the game. One way or the other. Either he kills ByuN or he dies trying. Armor shred on the Zealots. Massive connection covering everything. Jesus. Yeah, it does cover the army. Vikings have amassed. First Colossus will go down. Gets one. It does get one Colossus. 2 Colossi left. 2 Colossi remaining. And MaxPax is running out of Zealots. And that armor missile was insane. And he gets another Colossus. One Colossus left. Yeah, down to 1, down to 0. GG gets called. ByuN defends. ByuN survives. And ByuN ties up the series. We are going to the ace match. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, it was a very intense back and forth here. MaxPax did defend his third base, did survive. But that Raven was popping off. Remember, was it 14 probes? 14 probes went down in that initial defense. I was under the assumption that, okay, he did sustain some losses, but he can recover with that third base, but he lost the third expansion. If you remember, MaxPax, he lost before that, the Observer. There was an Observer covering the natural. It got sniped, and when that Observer got sniped, then ByuN pushed. He pushed across the map, and MaxPax, he was out of position. He overreacted to the drop. If you remember, MaxPax, he had 3 Colossus reacting to the drop at the natural, and he was completely exposed at the third base. Right? He was out of position. GG. GG, well played. With that, we're now getting into game number 5, the ace match. It all ends here. It all ends on Ruby Rock, and hopefully ByuN doesn't proxy in the probe scout path. Let's... that's not how I want this series to end, Bappy. Not again, Bappy, not again. ByuN. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Ruby Rock, we have the Danish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming being forced into the ace match. Can he bring it back? It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing Shopify. It is ByuN. He brought it back, Bab. He brought it back. We've made it all the way to the ace match here, and welcome to Ruby Rock. Now, what do we say about Ruby Rock? It's one of the smaller maps. It's one of the smaller maps. It's like Tourmaline. It's like 10,000 feet. Aggressions, all-ins, they hit hard. They hit very, very hard here on Ruby Rock, so we'll see how MaxPax approaches this. We'll see how he does adapt. We'll see how he does open up. Now, we're expecting either 3-gate Blink or 4-gate Blink Stalker out of MaxPax. One or the other. It's kind of what we're expecting. Oh, ByuN going for a double gas opener. So double gas opener out of ByuN. ByuN does go for a more tech-heavy start. This can lead into early Banshee play. This can lead into committed Mine Drops. This can lead into Reactor Reaper Hellion, committed Cyclones. Show us what you got. Technically, this can turn into a one-base all-in, but ByuN isn't really one to one-base all-in. If you're recasting Gumiho, then that's on the table, right? Gumiho, Ryung, those are the kind of players that like we could consider that. ByuN has been hyper aggressive this series, but should be expanding after the factory. As MaxPax, he will recall the probe. We'll keep it alive. Let's go. Does save his probe. Does pull out. And there's the CC. So we're settling in. There's that command center. Again, standard openers so far out of MaxPax. ByuN with his greater factory. He's going into a very early tech lab. Once again, this can just lead into an early Cyclone, then into a starport. That should be the case here. Tech of from MaxPax, Twilight Council out of our Protoss player, into Blink. Now, if MaxPax was crazy, if this was Hero, for example, we could see early charge. Like Twilight Council into early charge to try to hard counter and all in. Like, I could see Hero like trying to blindly go for that. MaxPax isn't one to take that risk. So we should be seeing Blink. Should be seeing it. I think we've actually seen a lot of charge, like, builds and openers from Hero and Ruby Rock specifically. Nice delay. Command center is delayed. MaxPax at least confirms the CC. He doesn't see much else, though. He saw the factory earlier. He confirms the Cyclone. Early tank. Okay. Wait. What? Okay, it was cancelled. I don't know if you saw. I want to say a tank was in production for a while there, but does cancel. Going for the add-on swap instead. into early Banshee. So early Cloak Banshee at that. Remember, this is the fastest Cloak Banshee you can go for in TvP just because it was a double gas opener. So faster Tech Lab, faster Starport, faster Banshee. MaxPax does not have a sentry, so MaxPax won't be able to scout. So last game, if you remember, MaxPax delayed his Robo. We spoke about it. He went for a Nexus, he went for a third base before Robo. Here, Robo before third expansion. And do you see what I see? How many gateways? 3 in the main, 1 at the natural, 4 gate blink. Hyper aggression out of MaxPax. We kind of call this at the start. We said it should be either 3 gate blink or 4 gate blink. It's going to be 4 gateways. So MaxPax wants to be the aggressor. He wants to force ByuN on the back foot. Now, ByuN's early tank production will benefit him. It does mean that he'll have a stronger defense early on. The Cloak Banshees might also benefit defensively as well. Remember, because the Robo is making a Prism first, the Observer is going to be later, there might not be detection. Defensive Banshees can pop off. The Banshee is back at home. MaxPax going for his later third. Stalkers, they move out. MaxPax does leave Stalkers at home to defend. Army gets spotted. ByuN, he just saw 4 Stalkers warping in at once, so he knows. He knows there's 4 gate blink. Bunker does finish in time. We gotta pre-pull the boys. Oh, okay, never mind. MaxPax doesn't commit. Banshee gets spotted. Dropping into the main. Do we reveal Cloak? Oh, we're holding on to it. Okay, we're holding on to Cloak. Has yet to be revealed. Be honest, be careful. Oh no. No, he has to reveal it. Oof. Yeah, he didn't want to. But Cloak is revealed. Back at home, we should be keeping units in position. There's already 2 observers, I believe. Yeah, 2 observers. So plenty of detection, and now we're building up. Now, unfortunately, ByuN opening up Cloak Banshee didn't get to use them, right? In the end, these Banshees, they have not paid for themselves. They've been, I would say, a waste of resources right now. Thankfully, they're still alive, so technically, even a minute from now, ByuN could send them out, and 2 Banshees, they will one-shot probes, so they can still find some damage. But the problem is that now MaxPax knows that they're out there, right? He's now aware of them, and he should be prepared back at home. He's got a battery. Yep, he's got 3 Stalkers and an Observer in the main. His main army rotates towards the third base. MaxPax is ready, and he has a detection as well. So both Observers are defensive. ByuN forced to expand. A third CC is on the way. The Observer spots the third CC as well. MaxPax, he sees everything. He's ready for the Banshees. He spots the expansion. ByuN does thread the needle, going for the natural. Good move. The one location where there's no army. Gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probe kills. Very nice damage. Yeah, MaxPax, there was 1 opening. There was 1 gap in the defense. 9 probes. Okay. ByuN's in this. 9 probes go down. That's crazy damage. ByuN, he pushes through the center. I believe the Observer should have seen this. For now, though, ByuN is distracting. He's distracting all these Stalkers. MaxPax is ready with the main army, though. ByuN trying to sneak out. Yeah, Prism into the main base. ByuN does siege in time, though. Focusing down the sentry. 1 tank goes down. It goes for the Colossus. There's still 2 tanks left. ByuN has to fight with the tank. Back at home, mining is being disrupted. Reinforcements are being delayed. There's a 2nd Colossus on the way. And ByuN is trying to get within range of the Nexus. Baits out one of the mine shots. The tank's on siege. He gets 1, he gets 1, he gets both tanks. Massive pickups. Yeah, both tanks go down, and MaxPax, he is holding. ByuN got caught out. And ByuN is hurting. ByuN is hurting here behind this. He does have a 3rd CC, thankfully. But he's forced back home. And MaxPax, he can contain. He can just contain ByuN. He might even try to break the natural. I don't think he needs to. I don't think he needs to. Instead, dropping into the main base. The Prism! Oh my god. Prism does survive. MaxPax is moving in. He smells blood in the water. ByuN's being pulled apart. And MaxPax is going for the kill. He's going for the bunker. The bunker will go down. There's no defensive tanks. There's no tanks, Pappy. There's a third Colossus on the way. Sorry, a second Colossus, I mean. And here it is. Yeah, second Colossus has arrived. We got plenty of lasers. Swiping away at the army. Even in the mineral line as well. Oof. And ByuN, he's being torn apart here. He has to pull the boys. He has to commit. GG gets called. He cannot break out, and MaxPax will claim the series 3-2, becoming this week's PiGosaur Cup champion. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Congratulations here to MaxPax. Does claim the series. Again, MaxPax being very safe here, going into 4-gate blink, an aggressive, I guess a more aggressive start here to game number 5, going 4-gate blink stalker, but he was able to scout, confirm the banshees, get ready for them back at home. Despite that, ByuN did some nice damage. He did some nice damage with his banshees, killing 9 probes. I was very impressed, but his push got scattered. Remember, there was an observer in the main army in between the bases, did scout the move out, so MaxPax was ready with his main army at the 3rd base, and ByuN got completely shut down. He got caught on siege. He lost all 3 tanks. GG, well played. Everything just snowballed out of control from there in favor of MaxPax. ByuN was very committed to his push, and he did not break the 3rd. GG, well played. Congratulations, but a shout out to ByuN, because I can see this going an extra game. I'm still disappointed about Tourmaline. Do you remember Tourmaline with ByuN going for the proxy and being scattered by just the regular scouting probe and then just the game ending? I'm still thinking about Tourmaline. GG, well played. Regardless, congratulations to MaxPax. Does claim the series, and with that, we have our champion. Well played. GG, well played. I also don't want to take away from our players from ByuN, because remember, who did ByuN beat making to the finals? It was Clem, who is one of the best Protoss players in the world. ByuN does bring him down 3-0, so big win there for ByuN to bring down Clem. And again, he went all the way to the ace match against MaxPax. A strong performance here by ByuN. GG, well played. GG, well played. The other unsung hero of this tournament, of course, is Percival. Winding it back here, Percival, who did he beat? He took down Hero 2-1. He took him down in the best of 3. A big win there for Percival, and he also did stand tall against MaxPax as well, taking maps. I can even see him taking the series as well. So Percival also had a really strong showing in this tournament, bringing down Hero and going toe-to-toe against MaxPax as well. GG, well played. There, Percival. As he has beaten MaxPax before. He has beaten him before, and wasn't quite able to achieve it here in the best of 5, but again, maybe next time. GG, well played. Just catching up with the chat. Oh. Just catching up, man. I appreciate the if MaxPax was crazy, if MaxPax was hero shift. Yes. That did happen. I stand by that comment, by the way. I stand by it. Meanwhile, thank you so much for subscribing. Let me play with your kitties, with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. 22 months, almost 2 years of support. Thank you, puppy. Thank you. Do appreciate it. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time here tonight. GG, well played. Congratulations to MaxPax. Shout out to the other top performers of the tournament as well. And also Walrus Jutsu. Thank you so much for converting a sub, a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Gracias, papi. Gracias. Thank you. Now I can crank my ducklings. Oh no. Be careful, papi. Be careful. But GG, well played. With that, we're going to be wrapping up here for the morning. As you can see here, we are here Wednesday morning broadcast. We just wrapped up with PiGosaur Cup. As you can see, we have a full week of Little League Cup. We have Little League Cup Group D and the playoffs on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 days straight of Little League Cup. We have the Podcast tomorrow evening. We have SDO on Sunday. We have STC on Saturday. We have the Tuna Cup on Saturday, and we have a replay broadcast of the War DCV Monday tonight. I'm a little bit on the fence about that cast, just because I'm a little bit under the weather. I feel like my voice is on the brink of being broken. Like of me losing my voice. There we go. I feel like I'm on the brink. So I was like trying to keep my levels a little bit lower this cast. But I'm gonna have some tea. I'm gonna have some rest. If I'm good for tonight, then we'll cast. If not, I might reschedule the War DCV Monday broadcast. So I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about that, but we'll see. We shall see. I'm just feeling a little bit under the weather. But it depends. We'll play it by ear. Depending on how we feel tonight, we'll either cover it or not. Otherwise, we might just reschedule. So say we might be casting later on tonight here. We'll see how we feel. Otherwise, Little League Cup throughout the course of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Plenty of other content, plenty of other casting, plenty of other StarCraft to come here on the Cranky Ducklings. As always, Papi, as always. Otherwise, thanks for watching. If you want to support us, you can do so via Patreon. ! Patreon in the chat. You can check us out. You can support us via Patreon if you wish. That does help us boost the prize pool for our tournaments. It helps us grow the Tuna Cup, the Duckling Open, and the Swan Open as well. It is all funded via the Patreon, so you can help us grow the prize pool, help support the scene, help support the players via our Patreon if you wish. Otherwise, thanks for watching. You can also support us via the socials. We do stream on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. True. But yes, we do stream on both platforms at the same time, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Kick, on Facebook as well, so you can support us there. If you miss something and if you want to watch the VODs, so for example, if you missed out on the Water TV Monday broadcast, or previous Pondcast, or Little League Cups, or PiGosaur Cups, or Thunderfire Home Street Cup, for example, it's all on YouTube. It's all there. It's all on YouTube. You can check out the VODs if you wish. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We're going to be heading off, and again, we'll be back either tomorrow or later tonight. I'm still on the fence about tonight's broadcast, on the fence, but we should be live. Should be live with it. Should be okay. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Until then, ciao. Bye. Ciao. See you next time. Hasta luego.